And we are back with the players lagging off. Looks like Hsieh winning the leg. The cue ball on the right there. They switch sides, Jayson being the lefty. Great matchup here again. Hsieh Chia Chen taking on Jayson Shaw. It's a best of 3 sets. It's a race to 4. If they tie 3-3 in the third set, we'll see the ever-exciting shootout. And if you're just joining us today, we are live. We're in St. Johann in Pongau, Austria, at the Hotel Alpendorf. We got 8 days of great action here. Starting with the Billard Beckmann Men's Open today, followed by the Bilharus Carino Women's Open and the Predator Mixed Doubles Open to come over the next 7 days as well. Plenty of amazing pool to watch. We're locked in here on table 2. You're listening to Ben Francis on the mic. And Hsieh to break the first rack. Looks like a dry one, and the ball's wide open with the 1 over the hole. Easy starter for Jay Shaw. Nothing to do from the 1 to the 2. Maybe the 3 to the 4. The only small amount of work. Has to watch the shirt there a little bit. It is all ball fouls. And a great matchup here in winners round 1. We just saw on this table Moritz Neuhausen moving on to winners qualification. He's going to get himself a day off tomorrow. So winners of these matches we're watching now will get the day off. Losers will have to play tomorrow. A couple of matches to get through. And you can follow. Scores and the draw are on ProBilliardSeries.com. Well, he's lost the cue ball a bit here. Certainly didn't want to be on the end rail shooting this 4 ball. First real test coming up for Mr. Shaw. Well, he tries the safety, but he's made an absolute mess of it. Lost the cue ball almost into the side pocket. He'll be thankful that 4's trickled just far enough to make this 4-10 combination tough. And I do believe it is no early 10, so I think you have to make the 10 ball last. If he does make this combination, we're going to see it spot. And he'll continue shooting. That's why you see him really looking at it to make sure the cue ball creeps past the rack spot. I think he knew it wasn't a win, but he kind of shook his head like he was hoping it was. This will be the last match of the evening before we back tomorrow, 1 p.m. in the losers round 1. And I do believe we'll have the ladies and the doubles beginning, possibly before that. Let's take a look and see if we got a draw, which we do for the women's. Stop shot here. Looks like can't do too much more. He tried to do a little too much more. Did you see that? He tried to cheat the pocket a bit and draw the cue ball over. Can't do that on this tight table. No way, no how. Looks like we have 10 a.m. matches, Austrian local time, in the ladies division scheduled. Draw is up on ProBilliardSeries.com if you want to go check it out. And of course, 3 tables free for your viewing pleasure on Pro Billiard TV on YouTube. Big thanks to Predator and all those great sponsors for keeping these streams free. I'm a huge fan of that. I think it's the only way to grow the game. Shaw might just have to take his lumps here, play a stop shot, take a little cut on the 9. He wound up to do a little extra, draw the cue ball over. Maybe the same cut shot, but being much closer to the ball should make it a little easier. Mind you, left-handed. He's reaching a bit. A bit of a tall lad, so no problem. Does this get there? It does. Beautiful speed control. Good sign from Jayson Shaw out of the gate here. And he puts the first game on the board. If you're just joining us today, we have plenty of amazing pool to come, but this will be the last match of the evening. But 7 more days of play to come after this. The Women's Open and the mixed doubles starting tomorrow as well. I'm just going to take a look. Let's see if we've got a doubles draw up here, which I'm sure we do. Those matches will also be starting at 10 a.m.
So maybe a glitch in the matrix there. 6 p.m. rather for the doubles. My correction. I'll figure out this time change eventually. Jayson Shaw to break rack number 2 from the side rail, looking for the 1 ball in the right side pocket on our screen here. Maybe a 4-railer into the bottom left. Balls are getting kissed all over the place. Cue ball getting kissed towards the corner. Stays dry. But so does the table. Nothing down. Par for the course here. We'll see these players figure out the break as the tournament goes on, but often in these Pro Billiard Series events in the early days, nobody seems to have it. I think it's very much speed dependent. From my experience, overhitting it doesn't work on these conditions. And I think Shaw knew that, just watching a bit of the delay there. It looked like he didn't reach all the way back for that one, so he knows you can't just super lay into it. It won't work. That's such a nice shot there. That was not easy from Hsieh to roll that ball in from a mile away. And they all go. Looks like the 5 will pass the 8. Pretty comfortable. Nothing much to do here. See him double checking that 5. Maybe not super comfortable, but I do think it has enough room. He needs to be good here. This could hurry up a little. Have to be a little straighter on the 4 and not have to use extra rails to get on the 5. Nice thing for him here is should be able to get a little closer to the 5 with the draw shot. Probably where the cue ball is now would be ideal because he needs to draw across for the 6, and he's going to be too straight on this 5. And if he has to kind of rub it in off the side rail, this is really tough to draw all the way back for the 6 in the side pocket next. Easy to rattle this one just a little bit. Done well there to get all the way back. Not easy to draw that all the way back when the 5 only had a fraction of the pocket. Switching hands here.
It's a nice tool to have in the bag. I find it's much easier to control it with the opposite hand than it is with the bridge. But I also think we should try to practice both ways. The bridge with the opposite hand. Maybe the odd shot behind the backhand shot that the Filipinos love so much and makes for nice TV. It's 10 ball squared at 1. Quality out from Chuyên there. Very nice. And as mentioned, we are live and free on YouTube. 3 tables to watch. And a small thing that all you fans out there can do to help is just click that thumbs up button that you see on the bottom there. And that helps the YouTube algorithm share this to more people who love pool. I'm going to break from the other side from Hsieh, and that's pretty normal. Lefty versus righty here. Let's watch the 1 ball towards the left side pocket. Instantly kissed. 5 gets kissed in. The cue ball's kind of close to the 1. Not sure he'll find something offensive here, but being so close to the ball means all the safety options are a little easier to control. So let's see what he chooses. Could consider cutting this 1 ball in, and I like staying on the offensive here. We've seen Hsieh come up with everything from everywhere. So I'd rather keep him in his chair. And a lot of the players at this level, so good with the kick shot, so good with the jump cue. Well, he gets the 1 ball down, but he's crashed into the 10. Holds his hand up, an apology to Jayson because he knows that so many talented players coming from Chinese Taipei, they just shoot the eyes off the balls, kind of like that shot. What a shot. Not just to pocket the ball, but the position on the 3 is premium. Nice and close and straight in. he lost that one a little bit. I want to be jacked up over the 6, but I think he's okay. Just you can see that grippy draw on the new Predator Reserve cloth. It's not hard to get some zippy draw happening. And it is double elimination format to the last 32, at which point it'll switch to single elimination. Both these players will have another chance, win or lose, to get into that final 32. A little straight on the 7. I'll be trying to cheat these corner pockets any on the arc table's very tight. Wow, he punched it over there nicely. Great shot. It's looking really good out there. Very steady over the ball, very smooth. Great pocketing, great cue ball control. Might be a handful for Hsieh here. Effortlessly moving the cue ball around. Didn't hurt to let the stroke out there a little bit. Another quality out. Good stuff. A couple nice shots. Shot on the 2 in particular was very good. Not just to pocket the ball, but as mentioned, to get really close to the 3 ball like that off a couple of rails. Judged it. Perfect. We got most of the big guns in the field this week, but one name I did notice not in the field was the great SVB, probably on a lake somewhere. Fishing. But we do got 2 of the big guns there that everybody loves to watch. Fedor Gorst, Joshua Filler through to winners qualification. Gorst playing right now, I believe. Chun to break rack number 4. He's got some balls down and a look at the 1, but 8 spoils the party. From this angle, it looks like maybe he could change the cut on the 1 to make the 8, but I don't think so. From the other angle, it looked like they were too close together. I don't think you can cut the 8. He'd love to stay on the offensive here, though. If he can see any way to make that 8, he'll go for it. I think it's a safety. I think he's going to try to spin the cue ball down table and kiss the 1 off the 8 to leave it on the top rail. Well, he probably thought it wouldn't stay over the pocket like that. And he tried to get underneath the 10. It looks like the 4 is in the way here. Still a good shot. Good speed control of the cue ball to leave a lot of length. See, he's going to use that double the distance measuring system to try to get an idea where he wants to kick on the side rail. And he's going to call it in that corner. And you saw him measure across the top of the ball there, because that's the side he needs to hit. Probably gets close here a lot of times. Beautiful shot. He knew coming across the top of it, he can get safe under that 5 a lot of times, and I think he did. What a beautiful shot from Hsieh Chia there. I think the kick safe is on here. I don't think he needs the jump cue, but he might reach for the short cue here. Yeah, it looks like just a kick safe. Try to send the 1 past the 8 down table and keep the cue ball up here. He could see the 1. He could see enough of the 1 to try to play safe. But the spin got him a little bit there. And with the 2 over the pocket, if Jayson can find a way to see it after he makes this 1, you gotta love his chances here in rack number 4. Oh, but he kisses the 4. He kisses the 10. And I think you can just see the 2. He's held up his hand, apologizing a little there. Knows he got a little fortunate. Didn't want to kiss the 4. Definitely didn't want to kiss the 10. He's got that cue ball spinning around off a couple rails for good position on the 4. Nothing stopping him here. Held it nicely off 1 rail. Got a lot out of it. I think he's a little straighter on the 5 than he would love to be, but it shouldn't be a problem. And kind of stun it around off 2 rails. He might even be straight enough to just draw it straight back to the side rail, out towards middle. Okay, he had some angle to go forward off 3 rails with the inside spin. He got a lot out of it. More than he wanted, and this is much thinner on the 6 now. And is it even playable? Can he cut this in the side? Does it go by the 10? Well, there's your answer. Not the pocket he wanted to play the 6 in, but it's worked out great. Use the second rail there. Surprised me a little bit. Definitely not a problem for the great eagle eye to pocket this one. It's right in the middle. And it's 2-2. Here we've got some stats. Jayson will need to figure out that break to win this match. Surely. See those seats in the background there fill up as the days go on, but it's a little early here still on Tuesday in round 1. Looks like plenty of seats there where you can catch both arena tables. If you're in the area, go check it out. Even if you're not in the area, it's worth catching a flight. There's nothing like watching these players live in person. See all the little ins and outs. What was Shaw taking a look at there, you wonder? breaking from this other side. He switched sides to the side Chun broke from, and he lost the cue ball off the table. You don't see that too often. And they're all in the open, so that's a bit worrying if you're a Hsieh fan. Not super easy on the run out here. Lots of cue ball movement. The 2 to the 3. Not easy. And then the 4 to the 5 a long way away. So we'll see if he can navigate this one to try to get himself on the hill here in set number 1. Looks like a good angle on the 2. And a good angle on the 3. He'd love to be closer to this 4 ball. Makes drawing back quite a bit easier. Back and forth a couple times. You could use this to go a little bit. I think it's just got there. Let's draw this one past the 8 now. It wants to bounce pretty heavy off the side rail before it draws, is the problem with these kind of angles. So he needs to stay smooth here with lots of left spin and draw. And even with how smooth he hit it, still couldn't beat the 8 ball there. He held up his hand because he wasn't trying to go into the 8, but it's still not easy. Bit thin on the 5, and he needs to avoid some traffic between the 6 and the 9 ball. Up and down, I think. And he runs right into the traffic, straight into the 9, but he's okay. Another long one. And again, same traffic to avoid. The good news is the 7's pretty close to the pocket. As long as you're not hooked, you should have a makeable shot on it. He wiggles the 6 in. Cue ball kisses the 10. Oh, he's a little straight here. Maybe just a little on the wrong side of the ball. Big shot coming up. Well done. So smooth with the draw shot. Made it look super easy. And it was not. Again, really nice control. Good angle on the 9. 2 balls left. Get on the hill here in set number 1. Well, and just looking super confident out there. Playing really, really good. I think Jayson Shaw will take notice. He's got his hands full here. Got to keep that cue ball on the table after the break. Step number one. But a really good out there from Chun. That was not easy. To move that cue ball all over the place. It got some miles on it for sure. And it is winner breaks out here, of course, on the Pro Billiard Series. So he'll break, try to win this first set. Breaking from the side rail, trying to get the one going towards the left side pocket. You can see the break stats there at the bottom. He's got a ball down, but Shaw is 0%. With the cue ball off the table. 6 find the pocket. It doesn't. But I think the 7 covers the 1. So I don't think Jayson has anything super easy here, especially from a long way away. Cue ball's too far away from the 1 to have anything super high percentage here. I'm not seeing anything good. Can he bank the 1 up table and maybe hold the cue ball down there? Oh, he's banked it around the 7 and used the 7 for cover. Really nice shot. Very nice shot. Let's see if the jump cue comes out here, or will we be kicking this off the right side rail? Kind of like the jump bank towards the bottom right. A lot of ways to get safe there. But it is so far away, it's hard to be accurate with that shot too. Well, he's hit the 1, but it's where the good news ends, because he's completely laid it up for Jayson here. And what a great chance to force a deciding rack here in the first set. All the balls in the open. Really in the open. They're spread nicely. First shot not easy, but you can see he has no fear of this man. He spins that one over nicely. He's come up just a little short. He needs another big shot. Yeah. Not ideal position. I think he wanted to go into the 3 with the cue ball there, but it's not on. So he's got to spin it again. What a shot. It's almost the same shot that he played previously on a 1 ball. But he had less angle to work with, so he had to punch it even more. Maybe one more good shot away from winning this rack. If he can get to the 4, avoid the 8 and the 9, which it looks like he has. He's got to love how it looks from here. A little thinner on the 4 than it looked from the overhead, but I think it's manageable. Doesn't want to kiss the 7 because now he can freeze on the 5. Look out. He's okay. Could have gone all wrong kissing the 7 like that. Well, and what a match we have here. Not much separating these two players except maybe that stat on the bottom of your screen there. Can Shaw figure out the break if he gets to break in the deciding game? he make these 4 balls? I know what I'd bet on if I was a betting man. In the background there. Let's take a look over on that one. Looks like he's lost the first set. 4-2 to Kachi on table 1. Meanwhile, Mr. Hsieh to break rack number 7 here in set number 1. Back to the original side, the lefty side. Looking for the 1 ball in the right side pocket and maybe a 4-railer on the 9 or the 4 ball. 4 gets kissed, 9 gets kissed, 1 gets kissed. But it looks like the 3 has blocked a lot of the 1. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Possibly there's a bank on into the side pocket, or more likely the top right, but I think he plays some kind of safety. Sometimes the safe is as difficult as the shot, in which case the players are taught to shoot. Shoot to win. There's a kiss on the 5 as well, but I really don't think he plays that. It's hard to control where the 1 and the cue ball ends up. Has called the bank in there. I kind of like this shot. I mean, if you're going to beat a great player, you got to do it by making some shots, and there's never a better time. Hill to come with it. But it's not even close. But he's got the horn and the cue ball behind the 3. How's your luck? Got the point of the side pocket. And the cue ball kisses behind the 3. That's pretty fortunate from where he was. Hsieh won't be too bothered. Just try to find a good shot here. A lot of times you can end up behind some balls here. Look at this. I'm not sure he was trying to thin it. Yeah, and judging by the hand to the side. Was not trying to thin it and end up like that. High percentage for a kick safe here if he can spin into a full hit and bank the 1 around the 8. Oh, he's hit it real thin. This is not the worst thing that could have happened. Hsieh quickly calls the 7 ball. The 1-7 combination's on, but it's not easy. A little bit close to the 1 makes judging the cut tough. And then trying to control the cue ball and the 1 after you make the 7, never easy. A lot of moving parts. First things first, got to make the 7. Close to the 1 ball like that made it very tough to judge how much to cut it. If you're shooting it to an open pocket, a little easier because you got some room to work, but shooting to a combo there, you got to be real precise. You got to say this is a real good chance now. If you can figure out getting the 7 in and having a shot on the 1. Is he playing the billiard with the the cue ball onto there. I can't say I loved it because it wasn't a sure thing to get a shot on the one, but it couldn't have worked out better. He's got the one right over the pocket. Mind you, might have to play it in the corner anyway. Not sure he could trickle this one in the side and hold for the two. Gonna try to load it up with the inside spin and come back across, but it doesn't grab on the new cloth. It slides and he's dead meat from there. Yeah, I'm not sure that was the correct choice. I know it's hard to pull the trigger on the corner there, but it might have been the right shot. Only he knows. He still had a great chance for a kick safe, but it's worked out. Not good at all. He put it right over the pocket. Worst case scenario. I think Jayson plays the 2, obviously, into the bottom right, and then the 3 into the top left, I think, is the next shot. I think into the top left. It's easy to get blinded by the side pocket here a bit. Okay, so he has drawn it, but you can see how it's on the wrong side of town here. I thought straight on the 3 into the top left would have just led to a stop shot to get to the 4. This is still super manageable. But a little more cue ball movement. He's okay. Oh. What happened here? He's way overhit it as he looks across the arena wondering how did he let that one go? Not only has he way overrun it to make this much thinner, but he might be queuing over the 9 a little bit, and it's triple tough. Can he even take this on? He might need to chip the 6 to the end rail and send the cue ball towards the 8. You hate to let your opponent back to the table when you just had a wide open look, but you got to play the right shot. Yeah, I see him jacked up over the 9. Makes this way, way harder. Yeah. Towards the 8. Is it going to get there? I don't think so. Yeah, he really had to find cover there, too. Can't let him see this ball, and he let him see the whole thing. I think might not like his next shot. Cue ball underneath the 10 here. It's pretty high percentage. He drew it. Trying to get the 6 ball to come around. Has he got cover underneath the 10? I think he just has. Yeah, I think just. But if Hsieh has to jump this, it's only over the edge of the 10. As he comes to the table with another cue. Does he have his extension left in this rack's a big factor here. He's only got 6 seconds left now to shoot this ball. He doesn't have the extension. Big factor. Did he just one stroke it in? Did it go by there? I didn't really see what happened. He shot it so quick, the camera didn't have a chance to move. I think he just shot it like it was a hanger. It's unbelievable. I thought he was like a quarter ball hooked, but it didn't look like he elevated. Interesting. Super shot. Either way, from distance, it's pretty good. But what's he done here? He's missed the bank by a mile. Wow, and maybe slightly gotten away with this, that the 8 doesn't go. but a pretty routine safety. Kind of what I thought last time. The 10 didn't get in the way. He needs it to this time, and it has. And he's got the 8 a good distance off the rail. Good enough distance, I should say. You don't want to leave it any closer to the rail than that. Jayson will kick it in a lot of times. I mean, I don't hate his chances of kicking it in here either. 2 rails. It's got a chance. It's not hard enough. It might have had a chance had he hit a little harder. Wow, that's going to be the end of this set. 9's over the hole. 8's over the hole, and the 10's too close to the pocket to let this one slip. As he goes a rail first to make the 8. Stop shot, soft draw, whatever you like here. But this is going to be the end of the first set. And a really great performance here from Chun. I thought he played fantastic this first set. Just superb. Yeah, and a little wave like of apology because he knows he got a little bit lucky there, a little bit fortunate a couple times. But that's the game. Okay, let's take a look at these stats. Looks like both players are going to stay in the arena, so I'm going to hang out too. Overall performance, 844 from Chun. Played real well that set. 50% break success. Then he was 2 of 4. 38 balls pocketed to 33. That's about right. And the safeties are pretty much as we would expect. Both very elite players at the top of the game. We haven't seen a whole lot of big wins from Chun, but we've definitely seen him beat a lot of really good players. See if Jayson can figure out the break. Doesn't look like it to me. It's a bit of a mystery out there. It always has been on this Pro Billiard series, which is something I absolutely love about it. Might be one of my favorite things about these PBS events is the hand rack triangle referee, because it just adds that nice safety element to more of the games. And I love that part of the game. Safety exchanges with the kick safeties, the jumps. I think just we get to see more of the game played this way than if, say, they were racking for themselves with a template rack. They just run out over and over again. It's kind of boring, in my opinion. Push out there has left Jayson with kind of a touchy safe, but I think he just rolls this cue ball up to the 3. Well, and that was what I saw at the last second as well. Send the 1 ball into the 3 to keep the 1 there and ship the cue ball around. He's done well here. 2 balls right in the way of the 1. Looks like the 1 rail kick is on here for Chun, maybe just trying to get some separation. He's called the bottom left corner of our screen. Okay, maybe 2 rails. I like the 2 rails here. It's a bigger ball. And he's going to get some good separation again, but yeah, there's no but. You can see the 1, but it doesn't play. And nothing easy on the safety here. I'd have to bank the 1, 2 rails, top rail, right long rail. Try to keep the cue ball up there somewhere. Well, he's kissed it off the 6 and held underneath the 5, 4, 7. What a beautiful shot that is. Tap of the table from Chun. Tells you it was a good one too. Well done. No easy escape here, but I think it's got to be one of the end rails. I don't think the side rail's a good escape here. I think one of the end rails gives you some chance for safety. Oh, he just bashed it, though. Bit of a hit and hope. Not that he had anything super high percentage, but I never liked that play. Never a fan of that. Just hit it hard and hope something good happens. Make contact and pray. Doesn't often work out. He has put Jayson in a bit of a tough spot. The one ball, it definitely goes off the rail off the 6 in, but how do you get to the 2? Oh, it went straight in. Didn't need the rail on the 6. But what's he done getting on the 2 here? Seems like a curious choice to just put it over there. Now what? He's called the bank between the 4-8. Wow. Didn't work out like he thought. Got a bit of the point to the side pocket. It's not the worst thing that could happen to him. He hasn't left anything easy here. Certainly not makeable without scratching. Safety's not easy. Touchy one. Oh, pretty good shot he found there to bank the 2 ball around like that. 2 ball underneath. You see Hsieh tap the table. It's just the players' show of respect for their opponent making a good shot. I've always loved that. It's a gentleman's game. Shouldn't be shy to tell your opponent when they played a good one. Yeah, he's found cover by the 6, but this one rail kick is absolute hanger. The thing he'll be hoping is to hold the cue ball to shoot the 3 in the side next, I think. Gotta hit this one real soft. Easy to lose it a little bit. No, it's good. Looks really good. Yeah, and hard to tell if the 4 passes the 9, but I think it does. He didn't go over and look at it. So that tells me it goes. Often the player will look from both sides of the ball, behind the pocket, all over the place, see how much space there is. He did none of those things, so that tells me it's got a mile of room there. Well, he kisses the 9. Not as intended to kiss the 5 as well. Hand to the air again. A few times we've seen that in this match. Balls are definitely rolling his way, but they tend to roll your way when you're playing so good. Which he is playing fantastic. Looks like he got just enough there. He doesn't need to come back and forth across for the 8, I don't think. I think he can just stay kind of on the left side, middle table left side. Take the cut. Plenty of room to work with. Got lots out of that one too to get closer to the 8. I don't think he has to go up and down with the cue ball now. Just roll this one in. Keep the angle on the 9. Don't need any chalk for this shot, or probably for the next one. Never hurts though. This 10 ball to win the first game in the second set. A little worrying moments here for Jayson Hsieh. Maybe wondering what's going on out there. When am I going to get a roll? And we are live. 3 tables to watch on Pro Billiard TV, thanks to Predator Pro Billiard Series for the free streams. We have commentary, as you saw there. My name is Ben Francis on table 2 here. And on table 1, we have the great Eric Horlefson alongside George Teachea. Currently on the mic on table 1. A couple legends of the mic over there. Worth going and listening to them too. I'm sure that'll be what I'm doing as soon as this match is over. I'll be going back watching some replays. Chuyên to break rack number 2 here and set number 3. Can he get a ball? It doesn't look like anything's going to find the pocket, but the 1 is buried. Kind of the way pool is. Like when it rains, it pours, you know? Seems that way for Jayson right now. Just not getting any good looks currently, but it does often flip around if you hang out long enough. And it turns out that was actually a really good look. It was perfect. Don't always need to pocket the ball. He had a stop shot layup safety, and he absolutely jailed him here. How do you hit this ball? And he's pinned him behind the 6 where you can't even tie up a ball on purpose here and give up the ball in hand. You got to go kind of 2 or 3 rails at this ball. Just try to hit it. Well, what a line he's found, and he made the shot. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable shot. He called it. He cut that ball in from there. Okay, fair enough. Guess you got to freeze him a little tighter on the 6 next time. What a shot. I think he gave him a taste of his own medicine there. That's the one we're used to seeing from Hsieh. Just a safety here, I think, underneath the 10 with the cue ball. And he's got it. Yeah, Hsieh's got to wonder if it's maybe just not his day. Maybe just see if he can get through tomorrow. Maybe the balls will roll better tomorrow. We got some chances in the first set, though, and I always try to take some accountability, so... I mean, easy to say that the balls aren't rolling his way, but they don't tend to do you any favors when you let a couple chances slip away. He's got the short cue out here. He's going to jump over the 10 and try to split the gap between the 3-7, or is he double jumping this ball? Oh, we need the other camera angle. He double jumped it. That might be one of the best shots you ever see in your life. What's going on over here, guys? Unbelievable. He said to Chun, oh, you got a shot? Check this one out. Oh, I'd love to see the replay on that. Holy, what a shot. He did. He double jumped it. That's the Jesus Atencio double jump shot. Oh, this man never ceases to amaze me. Every time I turn around, he's playing a shot I can't believe. What even was that? How did he... He was so close to the 10. Just to get it over the 10 wasn't easy. Let alone double the jump with accuracy. This guy is born on a different planet than the rest of us, folks. Thankfully, the camera angle showed us just enough to see it hopping over that second ball, but unbelievable. I think we got to just start the video on our cell phones anytime this guy has a shot like that. We need multiple camera angles. And it looks like he's going to take full advantage, clean this one up. That might be the little turning point he needed. And I think all great players are always looking for that. when they're trailing. They're always looking for that one moment that can turn it all around. I think that might have been it. See if that fires them up a bit. Obviously, we'll need to figure out the break. Making a ball on the break, maybe the most important thing. You can make all those double jumps you want, but if you don't get a look after the break, you're not going to win too many matches. Double jumped that ball. I'm blown away. It's hard to get me speechless. Wow. 2 unbelievable shots in that rack. The 2-rail kick from Chun to cut that ball in was out of this world. I didn't think we'd see a better shot, but unbelievable. Gotta figure out this break. 1 ball gets kissed. 3 ball. 5 ball missing. 6 ball not going to get there. I think as the event goes on, like, and the cloth wears in a little, the balls will rack slightly easier. You know, they kind of get a spot where they sit better. And, yeah, they'll figure it out as it goes on. So maybe just a safety here. Don't think he could kiss the 9 in or try anything crazy, so maybe the cue ball towards the 3. The 1 on the other side rail. Those kind of safeties are nice because, as you can see here, even if it goes wrong, hard to sell out. Well, he's called the bank, but he probably knew it didn't go by the 4, so he's trying to get safe. But it looks like the 1 has crept out a little. Chun can see this ball, but nothing easy, nothing makeable, just a safety. Oh, he hit it pretty slow, hoping that the 1 would bank towards the 3, but it might have rolled out just a little, which can easily happen when you're hitting it that slow. That's a lot of distance to cover at that speed. Also, the drag shot can create that a little bit, I find. And it looked like he loaded up on the drag shot there. Wow. Oh, he's made a double mess of it. I would have never picked him to miss the 1. But the miss on the 1 is what caused the scratch. If he made the 1, cue ball goes somewhere different. This is not an easy layout, though. Definitely this shot, not easy. Spinning around to get on the 2. The 8 ball's big. Looks like he's cleared the 8. Could use this to stop. He'd love a little angle, which he's got. Now he needs a small angle on the 3 to get short side on the 4. He's playing a little 1 pocket here in the top left.
Wow. Looked a little quick on the delivery there. He's been pretty smooth this whole match. Maybe the pressure's starting to build a bit after the out from Hsieh in the last rack. Hsieh with the jump cue out again. Only got to get over one ball this time. Didn't miss it by much. And hasn't left anything easy, but shouldn't be happy to be at this table again. After he missed the 2 by that much, he's a little fortunate the 8 came in the way, and then a little fortunate shot didn't make the jump. Yeah, I didn't think he would try to cut that in. It's a long way away past the side pocket. Pretty tough. Played a good save here. He's got good length out of this ball. How's this shot from Hsieh? If it doesn't scratch, it's gonna scratch though. Well, it's all happening out there. We've seen a little bit of everything this match so far, which we should be used to by now when we watch a Hsieh match. Get to see everything. The good, the bad, the crazy, the unbelievable. Another chance. From a ball in hand to try to regain that 1-game lead. Good angle on the 4. Ball's coming pretty natural towards the 5. See how he plays it. He's gonna draw it off a couple of rails. Oh, he's in the pocket again. That's unforgivable. But look at this. The 8 ball spoils the show again for Hsieh. He probably can't believe what's going on out there. He missed the 2 and hooked him behind the 8. He missed the 4 and hooked him behind the 8. Should make this jump. Shouldn't be a problem, but position never guaranteed from the jump. And you can see the bridge a little awkward. See him move his hand there. The pen's in the way a little bit. That changes things. That changes controlling it. But look at this. It's going to creep by the 8, and I think this just goes. I think you can just spin this 5 in. Maybe a touch of right spin. From that other camera angle, it looked like just. Yeah, just a touch of right spin. Took it in. Did the 8 move? Oh, the 8 moved. The 8 moved. I didn't see it, but Hsieh saw it. I'm sure Chun saw it too. A 3rd ball in hand in this rack from Chun. You gotta think he's getting out this time. What a weird game. What a weird game this one's been. Starting to look just the slightest amount nervous, if I was to guess what's going on here with Chun. Starting to see the finish line a little bit, maybe, and beating Hsieh in round 1 to be a big one. So you can't blame him for being a little bit nervous. Adrenaline's flowing. But he got it figured out in the end. 2-1. Best of 3 sets here, race to 4. If it ties 3-3 in the third set, we'll see a shootout, which I'm sure we'll see a couple of. Always a few exciting ones at these events. And a ton of prize money up for grabs. $125,000 in this Billard Beckmann's Men's Open Prize Fund. And the winner is going to take home $37,500, which I think is absolutely incredible with the direction pool is going. And obviously can't thank Predator enough, but all those amazing sponsors that you see along the arena boards coming together to help boost the sport. Give these players something to play for that they deserve. They're incredible athletes, very talented people. The game is so difficult. I'm a firm believer this is the hardest game in the world, if not one of the hardest games in the world. Chun to break rack number 4 here in set number 2. Has he got a ball down? The 10. Got a couple balls down here. The 7 in the side. Looks like the 6 ball disappeared somewhere. So the 10 is going to spot behind the 3. See how much room the 3 has after. Plenty. He'd love if it went by the 9 in the side, because the 2 to the 3 would be absolutely routine. But I don't know if it does. So maybe the 2 to the 3 is not so easy. The fact that he's left it here tells me I think it maybe does go. He might have played to the other side of the 2, trying to leave some angle. A bit on the wrong side of this ball, though. Yeah, I can see where he pointed. So now he might be in trouble to get to the 4. How do you get to the 4 from this angle?
Draw it off the side rail. That's super tough, because if the 3 only has a little bit of the pocket, there's a lot of things to look at here. Okay, he kind of just took what he could get there. I thought he might go for a little bit more, trying to get closer to the 4. Probably smart to just leave it here, take what the table gives you, and work it out. 4 is close to the hole, so pocketing this ball is not the problem.